love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Thomas. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Yeah.
Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly.
Got a league game.
We'll check on his status when we get back.
I said I have a league game. I'll play after, bro, but... What you mean?
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here we go.
From the 38, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Check. 180. What is that? 54. Mike 54. Hey, what?
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
43, 15. 40's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go. 48. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Let's go. Let's go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Kansas City.
Right now, let's go. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 48. 48's the Mike. Hey, that QB's trash.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Watch the screen. Yellow, yellow. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 37. Check.
And again, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, that certainly made you think back to last year's Super Bowl because it was these two, Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. They connected on a play not all that much different from this one that really turned the tide in that ball game.
Right now, let's go. You can't block me. You can't block me. 48. 48's the Mike. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. From the gun, it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Quick hitch. Complete. It's Andrews. 9 yards. Not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Make train. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs.
To kick off for Baltimore.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for him with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Escaping the pressure right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of Mecole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns, A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver, and really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
48, Mike. 48.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
Line 8. Let's go, line 80. 48 right now. Let's go. Watch the run. Watch the run. 48. 48's the mic.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Mike, 7. I'm scared. 7's a Mike. Mike, finish it off.
To throw again. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Chris Jones on the stop.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
26 Mike. Watch the run.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And some room to roam now. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards.
1st down, Chiefs.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Chiefs 14, Ravens 3.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. 43. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Tyreek Hill.
That's good for 28 yards.
At the 1-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
You know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Good. Makes the score Chiefs 21, Ravens 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 10,
Tyreek Hill, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Jackson now on second and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
2 more yards.
A good pickup there of 22.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the
Now Jackson on first down. Forced out to his Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Kansas City.
Hey, color. Here we go. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler. He led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
Oh, you got deep? Hey.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On third and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
180! Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Check pass.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
For Sammy Watkins, incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
they head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check, 48's the Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. DeAnthony Thomas will return it for Baltimore.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just want to know that I can have a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debate. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something that can calm down.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
At the 44-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Move. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. The 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the score. Chiefs 42, Ravens 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Sit on. Mike, 2.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Chris Jones on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamental.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check 48's the mic. Check, 48.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. The 20. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 50 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
His kick
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Ravens 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Being chased out left. He's going deep for, it's caught inside the 25. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And my goodness, and it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Yellow. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Attack. Mike, 48.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Mike, 2. Watch 2.
He'll throw from the gun. He gets this underneath to Dobbins, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
11 yards there, 1st down.
41-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. That'll bring up second down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
48 to Mike. Not here. Mike 48, Mike 48.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 line.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Cut. Attack. Hey, look, first head.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Dancing to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Score, Chiefs 56, Ravens 24.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Yo, check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go, D. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 48.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now
City.
after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Butker on for the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
12 at the 41-yard line. Tonight's final